How's it, everybody? Cosglink here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we're doing another fun run, testing out some older units on these new anniversary LR teams. Kicking it here with the STR UI Goku up against the Special Battle Part 2 for the 11th anniversary. This stage is actually kind of hard, and I find it funny that a lot of people are overlooking at it, saying we have no difficult content. Like this stage is actually really hard. It's harder than the GDC fights, honestly. It's probably not as hard as Bio Broly. I'll say that, right? I mean that fight's something else, but this fight, definitely a challenge. So it'll be fun to see how we can do with SCR UI. Unfortunately, we did not get Fizz UI on rotation with him here, which is ideal, right? Getting them on rotation, right, for that initial first turn boost, especially here where we on this turn where we don't have a full reps of Universe 7 rotation. So we only get like 9 million there. So we're going to try to set up a full reps rotation here if we can. No guarantees, but we're gonna do what we can here, right? There we go. We getting those dodges in. We getting those dodges in. So now we just need. Oh wow. Okay, did not expect that. Okay, so we're targeting down the UI Goku, obviously, right? That's the play, right? You want to take down UI Goku and then focus your energy on Vegeta. So that's what we're doing here. We do get the dodge on UI Goku. There goes the super. We do dodge the super. Excellent. Okay, so this turn's safe, right? We got the full UI, no touching rotation, right? So, right, because every single one here has full has auto dodge this turn. So, I mean, at least we got that going for us. But we'll get the other Fizz UI over there on the other rotation. I wonder if we should have kept. Maybe we should have kept the blues on, but I feel like Oop. Uh-oh. Okay, we better hurry before we run out of juice on this thing. But I'm thinking we have to. The reason I left the blues on. Oh, there we go. There's the EX Super. So the reason I left the blues on is just it's a little safer slot one. Obviously, we know the issues with STR UI, especially since we couldn't get Fizz UI on the rotation here. If we had Fizz UI on the rotation, I definitely would have probably loaded them off. But with the setup we have here, and that's the hard part too, is actually if we had kept Tech, I realize this now, if we had kept the rotation as is with Tech UI on, we could have gotten his domain on turn 5. Now we're gonna have to wait till turn 6, which probably means, yeah, we won't get to see STR UI with the domain, unfortunately. There we go. And then did that say 70? Did that say 79 mil? WI, what WI support does for wow. Excellent. All right. Alrighty, excellent. Okay, so, I mean, we're not doing that much damage, but always that first turn with UI is a little slow on the damage ends. So we do have to kind of be careful there. But this may actually play to our advantage, right? It may allow us to set up the turn we want to set up, even though we did float Tech UI. All right, there we go. All right, so like I said, auto dodge turn. But now here's where things get really risky because we have STR UI on a non-reps rotation. Yeah, okay. So in hindsight, it probably would have been better. It would have been a little more. It would have been more risky last turn, but less risky this turn. There's still a big risk this turn, but would have been less risk, I think. But here it is. I mean, we're running it. So now when we do, if we can manage to do this, right, nobody can be like, oh, well, it's, you only got there because of Fizz UI. Nope, this was all, wow, really, Blues? Really? Really? Okay, well, at least At least they didn't take much damage there. Again, they missed another dodge. Okay, I'm talking about being safe, worried about STR UI, and these guys out here missing dodges. What the heck? Okay, there we go. All right. I mean, honestly, not crazy. Okay, and he does end up getting his dodge. Wow. Hey, yo. They actually lived to normal. He actually lived to normal. No way. I fully expected that. I mean, I guess that's Vegeta's support plus defense support from the blue boys right there. So saved his butt. There we go. Okay, and then we get dodge on the blue Vegeta. Excellent. Okay. So, we got a really good setup here. Okay, so another risk. We could put AGLUI there, but I think it's best if we do this number. Yeah, let's do that number. That way next turn we can use the active for the Fizz UI. We're not going to use it this turn, so I want to get at least one more rotation out of STR UI. There we go. We get dodge on UI Super. Bro. Okay, well, at least we're dodging everything else. That's good. Dude. Come on. Okay, well, here's where UI having a, and we do get the EX super excellent. So we just need to make sure everyone else dodges. But yeah, so here that's where UI having that survive KO mechanic is clutch, right? Especially because we didn't have to worry about any other attacks after that, and we got the EX super, so we know he's going to guarantee dodge everything else. If we didn't get that EX super though, we'd have been in a little bit of a trouble there because we might not have survived. All right, excellent. So let's do that number. All right, and so yeah, keeping Tech UI there in that safe slot, right, puts us in a good position. Of course, that does, AGL UI still gonna have to hit that, 77% proc first, but we should be all right after that. There we go, so Tech UI, and then Tech UI is gonna give a little bit of support too to AGL UI in the third slot there, so we should, at least we'll be doing good on damage at least. And then next turn, actually, we'll have the blues. We can use their active to take down the rest of UI's HP. Excellent. All right, some decent damage there, though. I still can't believe that last turn. He hit almost 80 million before dodging, by the way. 80 before dodging, 80 mil. That was crazy. Imagine if he actually dodged first. That actually, he could have been over 100 mil on that turn, actually. Ooh, I love these time-loaded buffs. Don't take them away. Just let us keep UI like this, please. Realm of Gods needs it. All right, excellent. So, like I said, we'll okay. So we'll put Fizz UI in slot 1. Again, we'll take the risk. And even if he doesn't, right? Again, we'll have the survive KO mechanic will proc up again, right? And actually, I think all we need is those STR orbs with the blues, and that'll do the trick. Especially after we do Vegeta's active here. So let's do that. And that should be enough to take down UI. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. And then we will grab that. Excellent. Actually, wait. That's a... that third slot is going to be a super, and we do dodge. Okay, thank goodness we dodged the slot 1 super. And we do get the EX skill. Excellent. So now we don't have to worry about taking any extra damage here. But no, that's a super in the third slot. Vegeta supers in the third slot. Oh, crap. Oh, we might actually still lose here. Because... yeah, Vegeta... kind of... wow. Well, okay, no, our Vegeta has a little bit of dodge in him. Maybe we can proc that. 19 mil, not bad. I think we could do better. I think we could do better, but sometimes you just gotta play the rotations, right? I don't feel like resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting to get the perfect rotation. We just roll with it. And actually, this ends up working better because then, you know, we run it and people can't be like, oh, well, you know, Fizz UI saved him on turn 1. Well, that didn't happen because we didn't get Fizz UI on turn 1. That was all him, baby. Excellent. Okay, so we're doing a decent bit of damage. Actually, you know, I wonder. I don't think I've actually tested having Blue Vegeta take this super. He might actually be able to survive it. Never mind. Doesn't matter now. We dodge it. Okay, excellent. Okay, so we got a decent turn here. So let's go ahead and let's pop Tech UI's domain here. And then we'll pop Blue Vegeta's active. All right, we'll do some extra damage. And that should finish this off. That should finish this off. And if it doesn't, great. We get another turn out of STR UI, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so, like I said, in retrospect, we probably should have kept Tech UI on, but I feel like it would have been a greater risk. All right, there we go. All right. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Big boy damage on the Vegeta there. All right, and then... Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay. I think we just got to stick with this. Okay, let's grab that, get a nice full heal, and send off the Vegeta. Alright, excellent. Then we'll get all those sweet counters with our UI Goku. And do all but 0 damage. Look at that. Another 0. Oh, it's so beautiful. 0. I love it. Alright, so... we actually going to deal damage on this one? Nope. What being type disadvantage does. Okay, maybe on this one? Nope. Okay, maybe on the counters after the super we can do some damage. Oh, there we go. We finally did one on the third one. Okay, so maybe the counter will do some damage here. Because it's times 3 that number, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's some actual damage in there. And then 200 mil with Vegeta. Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay, he's definitely dead. There it is. Boom. Okay. Alrighty then. So, there you go, folks. There is STR UI Goku on Fizz UI Goku's team. We actually probably could have finished this a little bit sooner if we had just used Fizz, knowing that we were going to end on this turn, right? If we used Blue Vegeta's Blue Evolution of Vegeta's active on the other turn with SCR UI, that would have been cool. But even then, just seeing him on this rotation, you know, still doing 19 mil, which is pretty good comparatively to when he released. I think if we had gotten the Fizz UI turn 1, we could have done much better with him. But I still think it's a good run, right? We get to see him on the team without Fizz UI carrying him. Not to say that he's back or anything great. He's still a dodge unit at the end of the day, but he did it well enough, right, that we were actually able to finish the run, despite him being on 2 rotations where he actually, I don't think at any point he had a full reps rotation here. So, honestly, not bad. But, I mean, this is kind of the state that, you know, Realm of Gods is in, unfortunately. Like, this is what we have to work with. You know, outside of the Int Blue Evolution Vegeta here, there isn't much else to work with. So hopefully we get some super easy A's to build into the team here soon once those time limited buffs run away. But either way, guys, that's it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know who else you want us to see take down on the new teams. Done a lot of work with the Realm of Gods team, all right? But let us know if you want to see anybody on the Super Saiyan 4's team. There's a lot of units I want to try out. For example, testing out Super Saiyan Full Power for Goku. Let us know what you want to see in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and Aloha.